Hi team, this is Coach Lucas. We're going to be doing Pilates Align. The main focus of this one is going to be breathing as well as core connection. You want to make sure that you're able to work from the inside out. Let's get ready to exercise. All right team, so getting ready to move on the mat, feet together, toes turned out. Take a deep breath in and exhaling out. Deep breath in. Exhaling out. This time lengthen as you raise the heels off the floor. Inhale, exhale out. Inhale, exhale out. Really contract those quads as you lengthen up towards the roof. Inhale, exhale out. Last one, inhale, exhale out. Step out towards the right side, push down and push back. Push forward and push back. Push forward and push back. Push forward, push back into standing. Repeat on the opposite side. Push forward, push back. Push forward, push back. Push forward, push back. Push forward and pushing back. Give me one more team. Push forward and pushing back and standing tall. Hinging at the waistline. So all I want you to do now is to raise the heels up and drop. Up and drop. Good. As you come up, lengthen the arms and down. Lengthen and out. Good. Balance. Core connection starts from our warm-up and making sure that you've got good alignment from the shoulders, head down. Give me another 2 and back. Give me another 1 and back. And open up the hands. Step out and in. Step out and in. One more team. Step out and in. Hold your position. Align. Focus on the breathing and exhale to the opposite side. And in and out. Keeping your back nice and straight as you lean down and out. Toes, fingers facing the front. And back. Team, we have one more. And down. And up. Stretching out the neck to one side. 3, 2, and release. And to the opposite side. And release. Great. Let's begin in our first position. So lying on your back. Good. So before we start, what I want us to do is to pull the knees in towards the chest. I'm going to drop my knees towards your side, keeping my head and shoulders down. Feel the back stretch. Inhale, exhale as you lift up. Opposite side and dropping down. Great. In preparation for what we're going to do now, the leg that's closest to you, I'm going to straighten it down onto the floor and I'm going to grab the opposite leg, starting off with the knee bent. So I'm just going to pull in towards the chest and changing sides and changing sides. Good. Give me one more and changing sides and prepare. Back imprints against the floor. Straighten out the leg, and from here I want you to lift the opposite leg off the ground, toes pointed, head and shoulders lift up, coming into our straight leg stretch. So we're going to hold as close as we possibly can, knee to face, whatever's going to be comfortable for you. So we're going to hold for 4 and 3, 2, and switch over. Same thing. Be aware that the leg mustn't touch the ground, keeping it off the floor. And 3 and 2 and switch. Holding in and 4, 3, 2 and switch. So it's okay if you're finding that the legs aren't flexible enough, feel free to keep the knee bent and hold it as close to the back as you possibly can with a slight bend. Otherwise, keeping it as straight as you possibly can. In 3 and 2 and switch. Again, 4, 3, 2, switch. Now we're going to go for tempo for 4 and alternating. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3 and switch. 1, 2, 3 and switch. And switch. Good. Keeping your head and shoulders up and back pressed against the floor. Hold and switch. And 1, 2, 3, and switch. 2. Now we're going break for 2. Up and 1, 2, and 1, 2, and 1, 2, and back and 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1. So I'm really trying to focus on really pulling it as close towards me as I possibly can, and release and switch and time. Head down, taking that same position but now into a glute bridge. So I'm going to start with the leg that's closest to you. So without holding or any assistance, I'm going to just take the leg up 90 degrees, toes pointed. So I'm going to bring it in as close as I can and down, in and back, in and back, and in and back, and in. Good. Now focus on driving through the heels, lift up through the toes, and down, and up, and down, and up. 3 more, and down, and up, and down, and up, and down. Team, give me 1 more, and down, and up, and place the leg on the ground. Okay, team, so what I want you to do now, same movement, other leg. Here we go. Contract the quad, drive down through the heels, lift up with the toes. Down, and up, and down. Maintain the glute bridge position, and down all the way, core tight, and down, heels, toes up, and back, and back. Good, don't forget the breathing, and up. Good, heel down, and up, and down, and back, and 4, and back, and 3, and back, and 2, back, and 1. Hold position, leg down, and take a moment to breathe. Good, reset with the shoulders, back pressed against the floor. Good, moving into our second exercise. So we're going to lift the legs up to the ceiling, cross the legs, and it's a slight crunch, pelvic tilt. So we're going to just raise up and down, raise up. Remember, we don't want to be driving and leading through the shoulders or through the pelvis and the pubic bone. And we're going to go up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. Great. 3 and back. 2. Give me 1 more. Great. Imprint the back against the floor. Open up the legs. Now what we're going to do, we're going to open up into a V position. So the legs are going slightly wider than shoulders and bringing them back. Slightly wide and back. Toes point up and out and back and out and back, out and back, out. Good. Now we're going to pulse for 2. So we're going to go 1, 2, and in. 1, 2, and in. 1, 2, and back. And 1, 2, and back. And 1, 2. Hold position. Combination. Going rock back and down. Rock back. Open up. Good. And 1, 2, and back. And 1, 2. We go 4 and back. And 1, 2, and 3. And 1, 2. Cross over. Roll. And 1, 2. Back. 1, 2. Back. Release. And 1, 2, and over. And 1, 2, and over. Good. And 1, 2. Cross the legs. Roll and back. Down and in and down. Rock out. And 1, 2, and in and back. 1, 2, and back. 2 more. And 1, 2, and 1 more. 1, 2. Here's our last rock back. 1, 2, and down. 1, 2, and down. Open out. And 1, 2, and hold. 1, 2, and hold. Squeezing back. And 1, 2. Belly button drawn in and core connection happens right here. 1, 2, and tuck it in. So we're going to rock from side to side. Take a moment to breathe before we move on to the next exercise. Once again, if you've got water, feel free to grab some water, and then let's continue. Great, team. So before we finish off in this position, so what we're going to do now is we're going to have, once again, legs back up. This time also in line with the shoulders. So what we're going to do, gently pushing a little bit further with the feet and the hips. So the feet are going to go slightly over the shoulders, hands down, and roll back. So we're rolling through the back all the way from top, legs going over the shoulders, and back control down. And over, head and neck imprinted against the floor, and come back. So when you do get comfortable with this movement, just rocking back and forth, you're more than welcome to take the feet a little bit further. Contract and go over, keeping the head down. And rock down. And relax. 2 more. And we rock it over. And down. And back. Good. 1 more team. And rock it over. And rock back. And roll like a ball. And coming into position and sitting down. So with the roll over, what's important for you to almost feel comfortable that the neck, head is imprinted against the floor and nothing else is happening. When you kick your legs over, feel comfortable and confident that you've got control. The core connection starts with control, making sure that you have enough energy and breath to take your feet as low as you possibly can without feeling a strain, and then gently roll through the spine and control and finishing off. Challenging, so you've seen the progressions. You've seen how we've modified and how we've progressed it in such a way that it feels comfortable to be able to do, feeling the breath and the connection. So the next thing that we're going to be doing in our team is we're going to be lying on our side. Great. So from here, we're going to be legs nice and straight and lying on the side and making sure that we're able to at least keep balance and maintain good control. So team, from here, what I want you to do is bend the knees, take the top leg forward, and hold on to the floor. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna raise up for 2, and shift back all the way such that the leg is in line with the hip and the shoulder, and back. 1, 2, 3, from the top. 1, 2, 3, and again, lift up. 1, 2, go back and in and back. 1, 2. So we're keeping a straight back as we lift up that leg. The leg is 90 degrees towards the floor, going back, so you're making sure that it's in line with the hip and shoulders and the back of your head. And back to center. Lift up for 2. 1 and 2. Lift, take back and center and lift. And 1, 2. Take back and center and back. And 1 and 2. Take it back and again and back. And 1, 2. Back. Center. 2 more team. And back. And to the front and back. And 1, 2. Take it back and time. Bring yourselves up. I want you to stretch. It is quite intense, but not too bad. But I just want you to make sure that at least we're able to take breaks in order for us to continue strong and finish stronger. So hold it in for another 4 and 3 and 2. So we're going to repeat the exact same movement on the opposite side. So position yourself, lying on your side, bottom knee bent, head down on the biceps and shoulders, bring it up 90 degrees. And as you can see, I'm in good position, controlling the breath, making sure that I'm going to be connected through my inner muscular unit and holding down onto the floor. So I'm going to raise up 1, 2, swing back and to the front. Lift up for 2, swing back and in. Up for 2, swing back and in and up and 2. Control. Everything comes from the waistline down and up. 2, swing back and in. Control that swing. 1 and 2. Take it back. In we go and up and down. Take it back. In we go up and 1, 2. Last 2 team. Up and 1, 2. Back. Here's our last one. 1 and 2 and swing it back and hold position. Bring yourselves up and hold. Really push it in. You've worked so hard all along. You definitely do need to stretch as we move through this, ensuring that you're able to breathe, find your inner muscular unit, connect, and move through the movement. That's it. So now going back to our same position, lying on the side, and now this time we're gonna have both legs nice and straight, flex the feet. Now raise them off the ground, point your toes to the front, and the top leg goes in a circle, back for 8 and 7. Ensuring that that core connection is made, ensuring that you're breathing, and 3 and 2 and 1, and back and hold. So the third exercise that I'm going to include in this one is basically starting with both legs up, top leg lifts, bottom one goes down and follows through. So we lift, we're up, we lift, we're down and follow through. We lift, we come up, we lift, we're down and onto the floor. Lifting up, top leg up, a little bit higher, down and down. So we lift, top leg up, a little bit higher, together and down. Wow, keep going. So we're lifting, top leg up, raise the bottom one, bring it down and all the way to the floor. Remember, make that connection and lift up, top leg, follow through, together and down. One more team, and lifting up and back, together and down. So that's 2 and 3. We're going to repeat the exact same combo, 2 and 3 on the other side. Great. So here's our first position. So number 2, lifting both legs off the floor, point them down towards the front, circle back, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep it there, give me another 4, and 3. You don't have to make the circles too big, but just comfortable enough that you have good control and you've made that connection, and down. Next one, team, remember, we have legs lift, top one goes up, the bottom one follows through, bring it down and onto the floor. Lifting both, top one comes up, the bottom one lifts and follows, top one down, both down. Are you ready? Carry on. Lifting up and up, bring it down and down. Control. So we're lifting both, one up, other one follows, bring it down and down. And lifting up, 2, 3, 4, and down. 1, 2, 3, and down. Last 2, team, and we got 1, 2, 3, and down. And back. 1, 2, 3, and down we go. Fantastic. So now we're going to switch position. We're going to lie flat on the tummy. So while we're in this position, we want to make a good connection with what we're going to be doing. We want to make sure that we're pressing all and everything into the floor. So here's our first position. So we're going up and making sure that everything stays connected. And so we're going to be lifting both arms and legs off the floor and coming down. Lifting up and down. So if you find that there's stiffness and tightness through the back, you might not be able to get your legs as high. No problem. Just lift them as high as you're most comfortable. And lifting up and back. Lifting up and back. Lifting up and back. And lifting up. Remember, focus on the breathing on this one. Exhale out and back. So if you want to, you can lift and bring it back and down and sing. Lifting up and back and in and down. Lifting up, forward and back. Second position while we're in this position, team. Head down and we are going to be pushing away, hips down and lengthening up all the way, chest away from the floor and down, elbows down. Now if you want to, you can place the head to the side and come back up and breathe out. Good. So remember, lift as high as what you're comfortable and dropping down together with your elbows. 3 more, team, and back up. And back. Drop the head to the side. Remember, keep your shoulders away from your ears, so retract from the back, hold your position, and lengthen all the way up. 2, 3, looking straight ahead, and roll through your stomach and coming down. And last one, we're lifting up. 2, 3, and time. Great, team. So one more movement, one more exercise in this position. Arms are extended. So start with the feet. So you're just going to be kicking your feet up and down. Pelvis pressed against the floor. Lifting the head and chest up. 4, and 3, 2, and time. Lifting one arm at a time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So remember, the focal point is our back, but you've got to maintain your good breathing and core connection. So from here, team, what we're going to be doing, press the stomach into the floor together with your pelvis, raise those arms and legs, and we're swimming away, and we're going up and down. And 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, tighten the glutes, tighten the hamstring, kick up, and 3, and 2, and 1, and time. Head down, hands by your side. Take a moment to breathe. 4, 3, 2, and take it back once more, and 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, we're almost the end, and time. Team, well done. Feet to the ground. Push yourself up into all fours, toes together. Open up the knees, and sitting back. Feel the release in the back area. Drop your hips towards the heels. Open up the knees and stretch through the middle. And hold your position, head down on the floor, and hold. Take a deep breath in. Exhale out. Deep breath in. Exhale out. Fill in those lungs. Inhale. Exhale out. Good. Coming up and toes to the ground. So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to cool down and go into my back stretch. So I'm going to drop the toes and I'm going to sit back and keeping my arms extended. And now watch as I raise up. I'm going to raise from the back, keeping my chin down. And I'm going to lengthen through my shoulder blades and back. Head down all the way, leading with my back and glutes to the floor and sitting down. And once again, starting with the tailbone and lifting up, raise, cat stretch, and coming onto all fours. Good. Chin down. One more stretch, and coming up. And release. Toes down, coming to your plank. The leg that's closest to you, I'm going to drive forward. I'm going to turn towards the inside and rotate. Bring the hand back down and step back. Opposite side. I'm going to turn to the back. I'm going to hold. Coming back down to the floor into a plank, team. And I'm going to walk my hands back. Legs are nice and straight. Hands on the floor, chin to my chest. And from here, I'm just going to roll up, keeping my chin on my chest. And through and back. Drop the shoulders, retract the spine and the shoulder blades. Turn to the front. Team, well done. We have reached the top of the mountain. We're going to take a deep breath and down. Deep breath in and exhale out. Deep breath in and stretch over and back. Deep breath in and stretch over. Let's do it once more. Slide across, sitting back. Slide across to the opposite side and hold. Last one and bring it out. Stretch out the shoulder and pull towards the chest. Lift up the head. Great job, guys. You did well. Other side. and back to the front. So I'm going to round the back, open up the chest. Round the back, open up the chest. Hands above the head, coming down, barrel, and coming up. Coming down, and coming up. Bring the hands into a prayer position. Team, thank you once again for joining me in this amazing Pilates Align session. I hope you were able to feel the breath and make that core connection. I look forward to seeing you in the next workout. Stay strong.